August 18, 1945. The Second World War was ending. Japan was collapsing. Empires were falling. And somewhere in the middle of global chaos, India's most dangerous revolutionary vanished. Subhas Chandra Bose, known to millions as Netaji, a freedom fighter, a military commander, a political genius, a man feared by the British Empire. Official history claims he died in a fiery plane crash in Taiwan. But there was one problem. No confirmed body, no photographs, no proper autopsy, no undeniable proof. And over the next 80 years, rumors exploded across India. Some believed Netaji escaped to the Soviet Union. Some claimed he secretly returned to India. Others insisted he lived for decades disguised as a mysterious monk. Governments investigated. Files disappeared. Witnesses contradicted each other. Secret intelligence reports surfaced. Even today, India still cannot answer one simple question. What really happened to Netaji? Was he killed, captured, hidden, or betrayed? Tonight, we reopen the mystery. This is the disappearance that broke history. To understand the mystery, we must first understand the man. Subhas Chandra Bose was born on January 23, 1897, in Cuttack, British India. From a young age, he was brilliant, disciplined, intense. His family expected greatness, and greatness came quickly. He studied at Presidency College, then Cambridge University in England. He passed the prestigious Indian Civil Service examination. For most Indians under British rule, this was the ultimate dream. Power, respect, security, but Bose shocked everyone. He resigned voluntarily because he refused to serve the British Empire. The decision changed his life forever. Back in India, Bose joined the independence movement, but unlike many leaders, he believed freedom would never come through requests and negotiations. He wanted action. Force, revolution. This made him both admired and feared. As protests spread across India, British intelligence began watching him closely. Reports described him as highly dangerous, extremely influential, a revolutionary capable of mass uprising. By the 1930s, Subhas Chandra Bose had become one of India's most powerful nationalist leaders. But his rise created conflict, especially with Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi believed in non-violence. Bose believed freedom might require war. Two visions, one nation, and eventually, those visions collided. In 1938, Subhas Chandra Bose became president of the Indian National Congress. He was charismatic, modern, aggressive. Young Indians adored him. But inside the Congress Party, tension was growing. Bose wanted immediate independence. He believed Britain's weakness during World War II created the perfect opportunity. Gandhi disagreed. Their conflict became public. In 1939, Bose ran for Congress president again, against Gandhi's preferred candidate. And Bose won. The victory shocked the political establishment. But winning the election did not mean winning support. Many senior Congress leaders refused to cooperate with him. Under enormous pressure, Bose resigned. Soon after, he created a new political movement called the Forward Bloc. The British became deeply concerned because Bose wasn't just speaking about independence anymore. He was speaking about armed resistance. And then, World War II erupted. Britain dragged India into the war without consulting Indian leaders. Bose saw opportunity. If Britain was distracted, India could strike. The British government responded swiftly. Subhas Chandra Bose was arrested again. But prison would not stop him, because Netaji was already planning something extraordinary. An escape so daring, it would become legendary. In 1938, Subhas Chandra Bose became president of the Indian National Congress. He was charismatic, modern, aggressive. Young Indians adored him. But inside the Congress Party, tension was growing. Bose wanted immediate independence. He believed Britain's weakness during World War II created the perfect opportunity. Gandhi disagreed. Their conflict became public. In 1939, Bose ran for Congress president again, against Gandhi's preferred candidate. And Bose won. The victory shocked the political establishment, but winning the election did not mean winning support. Many senior Congress leaders refused to cooperate with him. Under enormous pressure, Bose resigned. Soon after, he created a new political movement called the Forward Bloc. The British became deeply concerned, because Bose wasn't just speaking about independence anymore. He was speaking about armed resistance. And then, World War II erupted. Britain dragged India into the war without consulting Indian leaders. Bose saw opportunity. If Britain was distracted, India could strike. The British government responded swiftly. Subhas Chandra Bose was arrested again. But prison would not stop him, because Netaji was already planning something extraordinary. An escape so daring, it would become legendary. Subhas Chandra Bose's alliance with Axis powers remains one of the most controversial chapters in Indian history. Critics argued he was aligning with fascist regimes. Supporters argued he was exploiting geopolitics to free India. To Bose, Britain was the greater enemy. In Germany, he established the Free India Centre, broadcasting anti-British messages by radio. He also organized Indian prisoners of war into military units. But Germany was far from India, and Bose realized Europe would not be the true battlefield. Asia would. By 1943, he made another astonishing journey. A dangerous submarine voyage across oceans, from Germany to Japanese-controlled territory. There, Subhas Chandra Bose took command of something historic. The Indian National Army, the INA. Thousands of Indian soldiers joined. Many had once served the British Army. Now they were preparing to fight against Britain. Bose's speeches electrified crowds. "Give me blood, and I will give you freedom." The slogan became legendary. Under his leadership, the INA marched toward India. For millions, Netaji became more than a political leader. He became a symbol of rebellion itself. But the war was turning. Japan was weakening. Germany was collapsing. And history was about to corner Netaji. At first, the INA achieved symbolic victories. The tricolor flag was raised in territories near India's northeastern frontier. For a brief moment, it seemed possible. But reality soon struck. Japanese supply lines collapsed. Disease spread. Food shortages intensified. Allied forces counterattacked. The INA began retreating. Thousands died. Others were captured. Then came 1945. The war reached its devastating conclusion. Germany surrendered, and after the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan faced destruction. The Axis alliance was finished. Netaji now faced a terrifying question. What happens to a revolutionary leader when the world he depended on collapses? British intelligence wanted him captured alive. Many believed he would be executed for treason, but before the British could reach him, Netaji vanished. And this is where the mystery truly begins. According to the official version of events, Subhas Chandra Bose boarded a Japanese military aircraft on August 18, 1945. The plane departed from Saigon, its destination, Manchuria. Bose was reportedly attempting to reach territories connected to the Soviet Union. But shortly after takeoff from Taihoku Airport in Taiwan, disaster struck. The aircraft allegedly crashed, bursting into flames. Witnesses claimed Bose suffered horrific burns. He was taken to a military hospital. Hours later, he supposedly died. This became the official narrative, but almost immediately, problems appeared. Massive problems. No verified photographs of the body. No independent autopsy. Conflicting witness statements. Confusion over passenger records. And, perhaps most disturbing of all, rumors began spreading that Bose had survived. Some witnesses claimed the crash was staged. Others said Bose escaped before impact. British intelligence itself seemed uncertain. Reports contradicted each other. Was Netaji truly dead, or had the plane crash become the perfect cover story? If Subhas Chandra Bose died in Taiwan, where was the proof? This question haunted investigators for decades. Japanese officials claimed Bose was cremated. His ashes were allegedly preserved at the Rinpoche Temple in Tokyo, but doubts exploded. Some doctors involved in the case gave inconsistent accounts. Descriptions of Bose's injuries varied. Certain documents disappeared, and perhaps most suspiciously, Taiwanese records reportedly showed no clear evidence of such a crash at the exact time claimed. This revelation fueled conspiracy theories across India. People began asking dangerous questions. Had governments hidden the truth? Was Bose secretly alive? Why were so many records classified for decades? The mystery deepened when independent investigators began examining witness testimonies. Some said Bose died. Others insisted he escaped. One intelligence rumor suggested Soviet involvement. Another claimed British agents secretly tracked Bose after 1945. The official story was beginning to fracture, and soon a new theory would emerge, one involving Stalin's Soviet Union. Among all the theories surrounding Netaji's disappearance, one stands above the rest: the Soviet theory. According to this version, Subhas Chandra Bose never died in Taiwan. Instead, he escaped, his ultimate destination, the Soviet Union. But why? Some historians believe Bose hoped the Soviets would support India's independence struggle. Others believe he sought political asylum. But if he reached Soviet territory, what happened next? This is where the mystery turns chilling. Several witnesses over the years claimed Bose was imprisoned by Soviet authorities. Some alleged he was interrogated. Others claimed he died inside a Siberian prison camp. Indian diplomats reportedly heard whispers. Intelligence agencies exchanged secret notes. Yet no definitive proof ever emerged. And then came one of the biggest questions of all. Did the Indian government know more than it admitted? Declassified files hinted at surveillance, political caution, diplomatic sensitivity. For decades, successive governments avoided giving clear answers. Why? Was it lack of evidence or fear of the truth? Because if Netaji survived the war, then one of modern history's greatest official narratives could collapse. Then came the strangest theory of all, the story of Gumnami Baba, a mysterious monk who lived in secrecy for decades in India. Very few people saw him directly. He stayed hidden, avoided publicity, communicated through handwritten notes, but those close to him made astonishing claims. They believed Gumnami Baba was actually Subhas Chandra Bose. The similarities were disturbing. His voice, his knowledge, his habits, his writings, inside his room. Investigators reportedly discovered items connected to Bose, books, letters, personal objects. Some followers became absolutely convinced. They believed Netaji had secretly returned to India and lived anonymously for decades. But Skeptics argued there was no conclusive proof. DNA testing controversies followed. Investigations produced conflicting conclusions. Even today, people fiercely debate the theory. Was Gumnami Baba truly Bose? Or was India desperately searching for answers where none existed? The line between evidence and belief had become blurred, and the deeper investigators looked, the stranger the mystery became. Over the decades, multiple investigations attempted to solve the mystery. The Shah Nawaz Committee, the Khosla Commission, the Mukherjee Commission. Each examined witnesses, documents, intelligence records, and yet, none fully settled the debate. Some concluded Bose died in the plane crash. Others questioned the evidence. The Mukherjee Commission delivered perhaps the most explosive conclusion. It rejected the claim that Bose died in the 1945 crash, but it also failed to prove where he went afterward. The result: more confusion, more controversy, more unanswered questions. Meanwhile, thousands of government files remained classified for years. This secrecy only fueled suspicion. Why hide documents if the case was simple? Eventually, some files were declassified, but even then, no definitive answer emerged. Instead, India found itself trapped between history and myth, a nation still searching for closure. The disappearance of Subhas Chandra Bose is more than a historical puzzle. It represents something deeper, a conflict over memory, identity, and the story nations tell themselves. To millions of Indians, Netaji symbolizes courage without compromise, a man willing to risk everything for freedom. But his methods remain controversial. His alliances with Axis powers continue to spark debate among historians. Was he a visionary strategist or a revolutionary who made dangerous choices in desperate times? Perhaps both, but regardless of perspective, one truth remains undeniable. Netaji changed India's independence movement forever. Even British officials feared the impact of the INA trials after the war. Public sympathy exploded. Nationalist sentiment intensified. Many historians believe the British realized India could no longer be controlled indefinitely. In that sense, Netaji's influence survived even if his body never returned. And maybe that is why the mystery refuses to die. Because unfinished stories haunt nations, especially stories involving heroes. So what really happened to Subhas Chandra Bose? Did he die in a burning aircraft in Taiwan? Did he escape into Soviet territory? Did he secretly return to India? Or did the truth disappear beneath decades of politics, secrecy, and fear? Perhaps the greatest mystery is not how Netaji vanished, but why the world still cannot explain it. History usually leaves evidence, bodies, records, witnesses, but in this case, it left shadows. And shadows are dangerous because they allow legends to grow. Today, Netaji remains frozen between fact and myth, a revolutionary without a confirmed ending, a leader whose final chapter may never be fully written, and somewhere, inside forgotten archives, sealed documents, or fading memories, the answer may still exist, waiting to be discovered. Subhas Chandra Bose once said, "No real change in history has ever been achieved by discussions." More than 80 years after his disappearance, India still searches for the man who challenged an empire and vanished into history. What do you think happened to Netaji? Plane crash, Soviet Union, secret return to India? Comment your theory below.